All right, it's that time of year again, tax season, and that means the big question is looming. How exactly are you going to get your taxes done? It can feel like a lot, I know, but finding the right path for you is everything. So let's break it down and decode your options together. I want to kick things off with a pretty bold statement from our source, Paul Vazquez over at Tax Lab Inc. He says you need to become an ethical millionaire. Now, that might sound a little out there, right? But it's a great way to frame this whole thing. It gets you thinking about your money not just as a chore you have to deal with once a year, but as something you can actually build with a strategy. We'll definitely come back to that idea. And look, the clock is officially ticking. So, January 26th, that's generally the big day. That's when the IRS throws open the gates and officially starts accepting tax returns. Whether you're e-filing or, mailing it in old school, that's when it all begins. Which, of course, brings up the million-dollar question for you. Are you ready? I mean, really ready. Do you have your W-2s, your 1099s, all your documents lined up and good to go? But hold on a second. Being ready isn't just about meeting a deadline or having your paperwork in a neat pile. The real question, the much more important one, is how are you going to file? Because the best method for you completely depends on your own unique financial picture. So how do you even begin to figure that out? Well, to help us think this through, we're going to borrow a model used by one company, Tax Lab Inc. They break down tax prep into 3 really clear tiers. Think of this as a great framework for understanding the different levels of help you might need, no matter who you end up going with. Okay, so here's the 30,000-foot view. You've got assisted for the really simple stuff. Think of it as guided DIY. Then there's professional, which is your standard done-for-you filing. And at the very top, you have comprehensive, which is all about strategic planning for wealth builders. Let's dig into what each of these actually means for you. All right, first up, Tier 1, the assisted service. This is for you if your tax situation is, super straightforward. Like maybe you just have one W-2 from your job, and that's pretty much the whole story. It's for folks who feel like they can mostly do it themselves, but just want a little bit of guidance to make sure they're doing it right. Now, this is where it gets kind of interesting. The way you get access. Instead of a one-time fee, you sign up for a premium monthly membership. That unlocks these support sessions where you can get the help you need to file. And once you're done, boom, you can just cancel the membership anytime. Okay, let's level up to Tier 2, the professional service. This is probably what pops into your head when you think, I'm getting my taxes done. You just gather your forms, hand them over, and a pro uses their tools and knowledge to prepare and file the whole thing for you. But, and this is a huge but, this service comes with 0 advice. They're just filing the return. That's it. And that leads us to the top shelf, Tier 3, the comprehensive consult. We're in a completely different ballpark now. This isn't just about filing this year's taxes. This is for people who are looking for a real strategy, a plan to save money on taxes and actively grow their wealth. Remember that ethical millionaire idea we started with? This is that path. So after looking at these 3 different levels, let's zoom out. Let's see how this all connects to the bigger picture. Because what this all boils down to is the power of choice and really understanding how to match the right service to what you actually need. You can really see it as a spectrum of support, right? On one end, you've got the guided do-it-yourself option for when things are simple but you want a little assurance. And way over on the other end, you have full-blown strategic planning for people who are serious about proactively managing their finances. Your job is to figure out where you land on that line. Ultimately, here's the takeaway. There is no single best way to do your taxes. The only best way is the one that's the right fit for you. You have to take a good, honest look at your financial situation, your goals for the future, and of course, your budget to find that sweet spot. So as you start pulling all your stuff together for tax season, I want to leave you with this question to really think about. When it comes to your money, are you just looking to get a task over with, or are you trying to build a strategy for your future? What level of support do you truly need?